Good morning, good evening everyone. I'm Kasun from Kaspi Analytics. So today what I'm going to show you is how you can combine multiple Excel files into one with the use of Microsoft Power BI. So without further talk, we will see how this is actually happening. Okay, we'll go to my PC. Okay, so here I have a folder. So in this folder, I have Excel files for each city. So each of these files represent one city like Abu Dhabi, Ajman, Al Ain, Dubai, Sharjah. And in this file I have some files that I don't want to consider. So there are some access files, Word documents like bitmap, text files, and also like CSV files. So the data in those files I don't want to consider. What I want to do is, so if I open one of this file, let's say this Ajman one. So in this file I have the sales information. So I have several sheets. So how this works is, so I have one sheet for each salesperson. Okay, so who is working on this Ajman area. So so I have one file for each city, and inside this file I have the each sheet for each salesperson. Okay, so I have Mickey, I have Han, I have Sarah, and I have their sales information. What date they have sold their products, what's the product, how many units they have sold, and what's the quantity. So likewise I have all the information for each salesperson. So I have the same thing for Alain, Najman, Dubai, so Randy, Josh, Scala, so their names. So these are the salespersons, and these are the information about their sales. And inside those files there are some like unwanted sheets, the sheet 1, sheet 2, which I don't want to consider. Okay, so basically what I want is, for each of these files, for each of these cities, I want to create one file which contains all the cities. That means, or let's say I'm in this file, so let's assume that this is the master file. So what I want to do, if I were to do this manually, what I want to do is I want to copy this information. Okay, first, before that actually I want to add because I want to see what's the salesperson name. Okay, and in which city he's working. So this is Mickey. So I will type, if I were to do this manually. Okay, but I'm not going to do this manually. But if I were to do this manually, what I will do is I will put this salesperson's name, city, then I will go to the other sheet, I will copy data, because then only I can analyze all the information, because then I can get all the information into one place. Then I can pivot and I can do all the charts, and I can see information by each person, how many items they have sold, and likewise we can do all the analysis only if I take all this information into one place. So let's say we have like 100 files, so I have to do this repetitive things manually one by one. Okay, we are not going to do that, so I'm gonna close this file. I'm gonna close this one as well. So what I'm gonna do is, using Power BI, the Power Query, the powerful tool, I'm going to show you how you can do this, how you can completely automate this process using Microsoft Power BI. Power BI is a so powerful tool, but a lot of people, they don't know about Power BI, what are the capabilities. So that's why that's the whole point of doing this video. I want to show you, okay, what we can do from Power BI, like the things that we spend like hours in Excel. Even Excel actually we can do this, but there are things that we spend a lot of time in Excel. So those things we can quickly do inside Power Query and Power BI. Okay, first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to get data. Actually I'm going a little bit faster this session, because my whole idea is to give you an idea about these operations. Okay, so I will connect to my folder first. So I will go to my PC, then my documents. Hold on, sorry, I want to go to Gulf BI Analytics. YouTube videos combine. Okay, this is my folder. So this is the folder, the same folder that I showed you, which contains all the files. See, okay, you can see. So I have Excel files, CSV files, like bitmap, access, like a lot of files I have. So what I want to do is I want to go to transform data. So I want to click on this and I want to go to Power Query, the ETL tool inside Microsoft Power BI. So it's so powerful. Okay, so this is what I have inside the folder. So what I want to do is I just want to take out only the Excel files. So what I will do is from this extension, okay, I will filter out anything which has XLS. So I will filter it and I will take only the, because I want to take only the XLS, the extension which is XLS. So it covers XLSM, XLSX. So basically it will give me all the Excel files. Okay, but before doing it, Power Query is case sensitive, so you need to transform these extensions into one case, maybe lowercase, uppercase, or anything. So I'll do it for lowercase, otherwise the operation that you are going to do is not gonna work. So okay, then what I'm gonna do is I will contains, okay, I will put a text filter which contains only .xls. Okay, so these are the files that I need. So it contains all the Abu Dhabi, Ajman, Alain, Dubai, and there is one Excel file which I don't want to take. So we'll see how we can, like, ignore it as well, so during the process. Okay, so now, okay, what I want to do is I want to actually keep only these two files. So I will right click, remove other columns, boom, I can get rid of other Excel files. Then I want to take only this city name. So what I will do is I will select this column, go to by delimiter, split columns, and select dot, say okay. Okay, perfect. So now I can see, I will remove this column, just the city name. Okay, then what I will do is, now when it comes to Excel files, so these are the individual Excel files that I have. So when it comes to Excel files, there are a lot of objects inside Excel, like charts, sheets, like tables, so print area, likewise a lot of objects are there. So in that case, we need to use, there's something called M language, the mashup language. So we need to use that language and we need to do a small coding in order to get the content inside those Excel files. Okay, so what I will do is I will create a custom column. Okay, so we need to create a custom column, so I will rename it as get data. So then we need to put some M formula in order to get the content. So what I will do is I will write, so there's a formula called Excel dot workbook, so the second one, and open bracket, and we need to select the column which has the content, like this column. So the name can be different, so in this case it's the content, and I will need to say true. Okay, so this is my formula. So when I say click OK, I can get the content inside those files. So if I just select in the blank area, you can see, so what are the sheets inside those each file. So you see there's sheet 2 in one file, which is the Ajman file. So likewise I can see the content. Okay, now what I will do is I will expand these tables. So all these tables I'm going to expand by clicking on this double arrow. So I will say load more. Okay, click on OK. Okay, now I can see the full contents, like what is the okay, what it has inside those files. So the sheet names, what is it? Is it a sheet or a table? And yeah, here is a sheet or a defined name or a table. So, and what's the status hidden, what's the name. So likewise I have all the information. So basically what I want is, now actually I don't want this content column because I took the content using that formula. So basically this will be my city name, right? So, and this will be our salesperson's name. So okay, salesperson. Okay, now if you know, if you can recall, so in those Excel files, in those individual Excel files, there were some sheets which contains our sales information. Okay, so we need to take only those sheets, right? We don't need to take those other items like defined names, the tables. So basically we need to filter out again. We need to do a filtering, and we need to take anything which equals to a sheet. Okay, so we need to make sure that we are taking only the sheets. So basically then you will see a table like this. Okay, you have the salesperson's names and these are just sheets. Okay, then what I can do is I can keep this data JAWS, and if you see here in some of the files there are some sheets called sheet 1, sheet 2, so which we don't want, right? So in that case we can do a filtering which we want to take, which does not have the name sheet. Okay, so when I type it like that, it will ignore all the sheet which doesn't have a sheet name, or it's basically it will be the salesperson's name. Okay, so now I have the city name, salesperson. So then actually if I select these three, I can remove all the other columns because now I don't want this one. And if you select this tables, now you will see the information inside all these sheets, right? So I will, if I click here like this, you can see, okay, and there are some null content. We'll see, we will have a look about on into that as well. Okay, so if I expand this content now, what you will see is, okay, this is all the content, right, which we tried to combine manually, right? So I think it's better if I load this into Power BI, then you will see the proper view. Okay, so what I will do is I will close and apply, and if I go to Power BI, okay, it will run this query and it will load this data into Power BI. Okay, so we have loaded like 49,000 rows of data. So now if you go here, the data view inside Power BI, now this is the same thing, that see all the cities, all the salesperson's names, and you have all the dates, sales details for all of the people. So if you just drag and drop the sales amount, so this is the total sales. Okay, I think yeah, I need to make it like a number. Hold on, I will go to the Power Query. I will go back to the Power Query because in Power BI we need to categorize our data, whether it's a number, whether it's a text. So like I will discuss those things later, but I just want to give you how this process works. Okay, okay, what I will do is I will take, okay, So if you look at this number, so this is the total sales. So let's say if you want to see it by like city names, okay, city names, city wise, how about sales for each city by each salesperson. So now you can do like a lot of analysis, right? So by each city, so if you want to convert it into a like chart, you can see, okay, if you remove the so Abu Dhabi, and likewise you can now you can do all these analysis. So think like how simple it was. So let's say you added a new city, okay, so I'll just take a copy of this same file and I will rename it like, okay, UAE, just to make sure that, just to show you that we have added something new. Okay, now I have just added a new folder, so it's like you're adding a new location. So now you see UAE is not there, but if you click on refresh, what happens is now you see the UAE. So simple as that. Whenever you add the new data, it will automatically update, so you don't need to do anything in the future. So once you set up this kind of model, this kind of process inside Power BI, it's like a done and dusted, like it's done deal. So thank you very much everyone for watching this video. So we'll be doing like full 4 days training, which is starting on 3rd January 2020 in the new year. So we are having it on Visa downtown Dubai. It's a 30 hours full 4 days session. So you will be learning everything about Power BI from basic to advanced, and like first 3 days we are covering Power BI from basic to advanced with advanced analytics. And if you are a finance professional and if you want to know how you can do the financial reporting, and you can how to automate the financial reporting, like building P&L, balance sheets and cash flow and some advanced analytics with Power BI, you can join for the 4 day session. So if you are not a finance professional, you can like complete the session with 3 days as well. So I will put all the information how you can register for the upcoming batch and all the information on the link above. So thank you again, and guys, so hope to see you all on the upcoming session. So thank you very much. Cheers, see you later.